Hi everyone, happy Valentine's Day. I'm Jordan from House of RhythOM, and I'm going to be leading you through a heart opener flow just in celebration of Valentine's Day, giving out lots of love and drawing the chest open, drawing the shoulders back. If you need any props, I won't be using any props for this flow, but if you do need props like blocks or maybe even a blanket for your knees, feel free to get that for your comfort. So let's go ahead and get started. We're gonna start in a seated position like so. So try to get one shin in front of the other or one foot in front of the other. Easy seated position. Get even on your sit bones. And then place your hands on your knees. You can place the palms down or palms facing up, whatever feels more comfortable for you. Draw the shoulders up, back, and down. And go ahead and close your eyes. Take a few breaths here. Go ahead and place one hand on your heart and the other on your belly. So on your inhale, take a deep inhale through your nose, expand your belly and your rib cage. Hold up at the top. And exhale, sigh it out through your mouth. Good. Two more. Inhale deep. Hold. And sigh it out. Last one. Inhale. Hold at the top. Sigh it out. Good. Return to your normal breath. You can place the hands back on the knees. And you can keep your eyes closed here. Go ahead and face your palms down on your knees if they're not already. On your inhale, draw the chest forward. Head goes up toward the ceiling, shoulders back. Exhale, round the spine. So you're kind of rolling back onto the tailbone here. Inhale, draw the chest forward, head up. Exhale, round. Inhale, up. Exhale, round. Good, just a seated cat-cow here. Good. And return back to center. Good. From here, inhale, sweep your arms up overhead. On your exhale, drop that right hand to your right side, just placing the fingertips down on the mat. You can keep your eyes closed or open them here. And then you'll place your left hand on the right side of your head. So you're just going over the top of the head, kind of placing that hand by your right ear. On your exhale, so sit up nice and tall, inhale. On your exhale, you're gonna draw your head over to the left side. So you're just gently using this left hand as a weight on your head. If this feels like it's a little too much, if you feel a lot of pulling in that right shoulder, go ahead and place that left hand down on your knee. Breathe here. Good. Exhale, release that left hand down to your left knee. Inhale, bring your head back to center. Inhale, sweep the arms up overhead. Exhale, release the left hand down to the left side. Right hand comes to the left ear. Exhale, head comes to the right. Again, if you feel any pulling or tingling sensations on the left side, go ahead and just remove your right hand, place it back on your right knee, and then let off a little bit with your head so you can bring your head a little bit back up toward the center. Keep breathing. Try to relax your jaw here. Good. On your exhale, release that right hand to your right knee. Inhale, bring your head back to center. Good. Place your left hand on your left knee now. And then we'll just drop the chin down to the chest, and we're just going to rock the head from side to side. Bringing your chin toward your shoulders here. Keeping the rest of the spine nice and long. Good. Bring the head back to center. Inhale, bring your head back up. Good. From here, we are going to move to all fours. So tabletop position. Good. So knees are hip distance apart, arms shoulder distance apart. Spread the fingers wide. On your inhale, drop the belly, send the gaze up. Exhale, round the spine, tuck the head and tailbone. Inhale, drop the belly, send the gaze up. Exhale, round the spine. A few more times with your own breath. And then start to add any organic movement you'd like to these postures. So you can shift forward and back, wiggle the hips from side to side a little bit. Here, you can stay in cow for a few more breaths. Rocking back and forth, and then cat. Good. And when you feel nice and even here, go ahead and come back to center, neutral spine. Good. So again, fingers are spread wide. We're going to tuck the toes here. We're going to engage the core a little bit, or activate the core. So again, tucking the toes, draw the navel towards your spine. On your inhale, lift the knees up off the mat. So you're really pressing into the hands, pressing into the toes. Good. K's can be down toward the fingertips here. Exhale, release the knees down. Good. Shift forward and back a little bit here. And come back to center. We're going to do that one more time. Tucking the toes, fingers spread wide. Inhale, activate the core, lift the knees. So still breathing here. And try to release the jaw. Exhale, release the knees down. Good. Again, forward and back a little bit. Even throw in some cat-cow. And make your way back to center. Good. So from here, we're going to bring the big toes together, knees apart. Place the left hand in the center of the mat. Inhale, reach that right hand up overhead. Exhale, weave your right arm through the left. Draw that right shoulder down to the mat, right ear comes down to the mat. Good. You can stay here, just with the left hand down on the mat, or if you'd like to take it a little bit further, you can reach that left hand up to the ceiling, turn the palm to the back, and then come into a bind here, finding that right thigh. So if this feels like a little bit too much, either on your right or your left shoulder, you can go ahead and release and come back to where you were before. On your exhale, release that left hand down. Inhale, push back up. Reach that right hand back up to the ceiling. And exhale, release that right hand down. Other side, right hand comes to the center of the mat. Inhale, reach that left hand up. Exhale, weave the left arm through the right, bringing that left shoulder, left ear down to the mat. And again, you can leave that top arm or top hand planted down on the mat. Or if you'd like, you can come into that bind again, drawing that right hand up toward the ceiling, then facing that right palm of the hand to the back and coming into that bind. So do what feels best for you. Again, like I said before, if that bind doesn't feel good, just place that right hand back down on the mat. Good. Next, exhale. Release the right hand down. If it's not already there, inhale. Press into that right hand. Lift the left hand back up toward the ceiling. And exhale, release the left hand down. Good. From here, we're going to come into puppy pose. So this might be a little intense for you starting out. If you know what puppy pose is and you don't quite like it, then you can just push back into child's pose. So we'll bring the big toes apart, knees hip distance. What we want to do is try to keep the hips up here while you're coming down into this posture. So you're going to walk the hands out in front of you, keeping the hips up here and drawing the chin and chest down to the mat. Maybe inch those fingers forward a little bit more. Good. We're opening the throat, opening the chest. Keep breathing here. Next, inhale, push into the hands, lift up, and walk the hands back to center. If you're in child's pose, go ahead and come back to tabletop. Good. So from here, tuck the toes, push the hips up and back for your first downward facing dog. Go ahead and pedal through the heels here. Shift the hips from side to side a little bit. Do whatever feels good to help warm your hamstrings up, warm up the hips. Next, inhale, come high up on the balls of your feet. And exhale, slowly lower the heels down toward the mat. It's okay if your heels don't touch here. Just give yourself a little space to work with. So if your heels don't touch, you can keep a bend in the knees. You still have that posture with the front of the body. Trying not to sink the chest down toward the mat because we don't want to hyperextend the low back or anything. We just want a nice long spine, tailbone reaching up toward the ceiling. Next, inhale, send the gaze to the top of your mat and slowly walk the feet up toward the hands. Good. Heel toe the feet to hip distance. Bend the knees. Place the belly on the thighs. And come into ragdoll. Grab opposite elbows and just sway from side to side here. Forward and back. Again, releasing the jaw. You can wiggle the jaw around a little bit if you'd like. Good. Release the hands down to the mat. Bend the knees. Roll up one vertebrae at a time. Head comes up last. Good. And we'll step to the top of your mat. Feet together. So we had a nice warm up. We're gonna do a little bit of a flow now. Inhale, sweep your arms up overhead. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, plant the hands, step back to a high plank. Good. You can modify chaturanga here by bringing the knees down, or you can keep the knees lifted, shifting forward slightly, keeping the core active. Exhale, lower down chaturanga. Inhale to upward dog or cobra. Exhale to down dog. Couple breaths here. Gaze to the top of your mat. Step or float your feet between your hands. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold, plant the hands, step or float back. Take a flow, moving through chaturanga, upward or cobra. Exhale to down dog. If at any point you need to take child's pose, feel free to do so. Good, one more, gaze to the top, step or float. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reverse dive. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold, plant the hands, step or float back. Take a flow. Meeting in down dog, or taking child's pose if you need to rest. Good, bring the feet together at the back of your mat. Inhale, reach the right leg up behind you. You're gonna keep the foot flexed, hips squared down to the mat. So we're activating that right glute and hamstring here. Good, now we're gonna bend the knee and stack the hips open. Keeping the shoulders squared down to the mat. Exhale, bring that right knee back to center. So you're gonna bring the knees to touch here, keeping that right knee bent. And inhale, draw that right knee in towards your chest, and then gently step that right foot down between your hands. Pivot the left foot down about 45 degrees, coming up into warrior one. Inhale, rise up. Good, so if this is a little intense for you, you can heel toe that right foot out a couple of times. So your feet are, rather than being right in line with one another, they're kind of railroad here. Giving your hips some room to face the front of the mat. Good, on your exhale, we're gonna bend the elbows 90 degrees, sending the gaze up toward the ceiling. Inhale, arms come up overhead. Exhale, bring the hands behind the back. Interlace the fingers, pressing the palms together. Exhale, draw the shoulders open, straighten the arms, bending into that front knee still. Inhale, exhale, fold forward. So you're coming down into humble warrior. Inhale, slowly come back up. Exhale, release the hands, arms up overhead. Good, exhale, release the hands down. Pivot onto the ball of that left foot. Step the right foot back, take a flow. Good, so other side. Feet together, inhale, lift the left leg up. Foot flexed, hips squared. And then we'll bend that left knee. Pausing here, and then stack the hips. Shoulders squared to the mat. Exhale, bring that left knee to touch the right, and then shift forward. Draw the knee into the chest, step that left foot down. Pivot that right foot down for warrior one. Inhale, rise up. So if you had to modify on the other side, go ahead and modify on this side as well. Good, exhale, bend the elbows 90 degrees, opening the chest, sending the gaze up. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands behind the back, interlace the fingers. Inhale, draw the chest open, straight arms. Exhale, fold forward. Humble warrior. Take an inhale. Exhale, release the hands. Slowly come up, inhale. Exhale, bring the arms up overhead. Good, release the hands down to the mat. We'll pivot onto the left foot, the ball of the left foot. Sorry, ball of the right foot. And then step the left foot back, high plank. Exhale, lower. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, down dog. Send the gaze to the top of your mat. Step or float your feet between your hands. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive. Exhale, hands to heart. Good. Inhale, sweep your arms up overhead. On your exhale, sit back into chair pose. Activating the core here. So you're kind of scooping the tailbone forward a little bit to get rid of that curve in the low back. Sitting down deep. If this is a little too much for your shoulders here, you can come into cactus arms. Good, inhale, straighten the legs, straighten the arms. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. We're gonna bend the knees again, scoop the arms up, chair pose. Good, inhale, straighten the arms, straighten the legs. Exhale, hands to heart. From here, we're going to shift the weight into the left foot. Draw the right knee in towards your chest. Keeping the spine nice and long. If you're having trouble with balance, you can use a wall or a chair, even your couch. Try to find a focal point. Core is active. Good, you can stay here with the knee bent, or you can place your left hand on your left hip, keys fingers to the right big toe. Inhale, straighten the leg out. Drawing that right hip back into place. Good, exhale, open out to the right side. And inhale, we're coming back to center. We're gonna bend that right knee again, and then you're gonna place the sole of the right foot to the left inner thigh if you can. So we're coming into tree pose. If you can't, if this is not accessible to you, then you can place the sole of the right foot to the left calf, or you can kickstand the toes by the left foot. So whatever feels best for you here. Good. Keeping your balance in tree pose, you're pushing that left thigh into your right foot and pushing the right foot into your left thigh. So opposing forces, and you're standing nice and strong, nice and tall. Good. On your exhale, bring that right knee back to center. And then you're gonna place your right hand on your right ankle, and you're gonna drop that right knee down toward the mat. Inhale, reach that left hand up overhead. And exhale, you're gonna push that right ankle into the right hand. We're coming into dancer's pose. Whatever version of this you have in your practice, please feel free to do. Exhale, release, come back to center. Good, release the arm down, release that right foot down. Good, you can roll out that left ankle a little bit. Might feel a little crampy. So, feet together. We're gonna start from the beginning again. Drawing that left knee into the chest, standing up nice and tall. Finding that focal point, using a prop if you need to help balance. Good. So stay here, or peace fingers around the big toe. Extend that left leg out. And we'll bring that left leg all the way out to the left side. Inhale back to center. Good, bending that left knee back into the chest. And then we're gonna come into tree pose on the left side. So again, whichever variation works for you. And if you do have the foot to the inner thigh, remember pressing in opposite directions, keeping the spine long, core is active. It'll help you balance. Good, inhale, bring the knee back to center. We're gonna place that left hand to the left ankle, drop that left knee down. Inhale, reach the right hand up. Guys, I'm having trouble balancing on this side. Good, so then we're gonna kick that left ankle into the left hand, dancer's pose. Whichever variation you've got here. Good, inhale back to center, exhale, release down. Whew. That side was pretty intense for me. All right. Shake out that right foot. One more flow, and then we're gonna come down to rest. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold, plant the hands, step or float back. Take a flow. Good. Bring the feet together at the back of your mat. Inhale. Lift the left leg up behind you. Foot flexed, hips squared. And then we're gonna bend that left knee. Stack the hips. From here, if you'd like, you can take wild thing, or you can flip your dog, whatever feels best. Opening the chest here. Good. Next inhale, slowly flip back. Be like a dog. Exhale, release that left foot down. Feet come together, other side, inhale, right leg comes up. Foot flexed, hips squared. Bend that right knee, stack the hips. And dropping back if you'd like. breathing. Inhale. Slowly return back. Three-legged dog. Exhale, release that right foot down. Good. So from here, you're going to send the gaze to the top of your mat and then hop your feet to the outsides of the hands. Coming into Malasana, hands to heart center. Exhale, release the hands behind you and sit back onto the sit bones. Good. Placing the feet down flat on the mat. And then slowly roll all the way down onto your back. Hug the knees into the chest. Rock from side to side. From here, we're moving into another heart opener, our last heart opener. Supta Baddha Konasana with cactus arms. So you're gonna bring the soles of the feet together, knees apart, lay the feet down on the mat, and the arms come back, cactus arms, drawing the chest open. And just let your body fully relax here. It was a quick flow, but if you made your body work, connected with the breath, engaged in the right places, you deserve this rest. Closing your eyes, relaxing the jaw. And you can stay here as long as you'd like. I'm going to gently bring myself back up to a seated position. Good. Thank you for joining me for this Valentine's Day flow. Please give us a like, share this video, save it for later. Good. Take a deep inhale through your nose, sigh it out through your mouth. And that concludes our practice. From my heart to yours, namaste. Thank you so much for joining me. Have a great rest of your day.